I know you're tired. I know you're hurting.
Hi, welcome to Taco Bell. How are you?
It's cheat day. That's right. Project Reclamation is cheating, but not on you. That's right. It's another cheat day episode, y'all. So sit back and enjoy the show.
JB's got the clap. And hey, guys.
We got the clap.
Guys, JB's got the clap. Hey, guys, we're in Anaheim right now, and Anaheim.
Steve's breaking the Anaheimin as we speak.
Or the man.
The Manaheimin steamroller? What?
Anaheim. What?
Anaheim steamroller.
Wow, that is the nastiest practice. I don't even want to talk to you.
What's wrong with us?
I don't know.
I feel like I ask that question like once a week.
You ask that question daily.
It's definitely warranted because there's definitely something wrong with us.
Even before we start this every single week, you're like, oh, God, what the hell is wrong with this? And you're like in the corner, and your head is in your hand, and you're just, whoa.
He's rocking back and forth in the shower with his bottom lip quivering.
Exactly, and you're sweating, and you're like, oh.
Plunging my face like Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Einhorn's a man.
Finkel is Einhorn.
Finkel is Einhorn.
Einhorn is Finkel.
Finkel's a man.
That's right.
And
Wait, we know Finkel's a man. Einhorn was a man.
Now he speaks to the Illuminati.
Hey, he's got something.
Yeah. And they're making him look like a crazy person, so nobody believes him.
I know.
But guess what? They do exist. Oh, we're on to you.
Secret
JB,
societies.
we should both stay away from electrical outlets, hot tubs, and have people test our food now.
Really?
Well, I don't know. We just mentioned the Illuminati.
Is there a hot tub time machine?
No. I'm saying that you're going to get electrocuted and die.
Oh.
It's kind of like if you cross the Clintons.
That sounds like a cool band name.
Cross the Clintons.
Cross the Clintons.
That's actually a really good. Wow.
Be like political rock.
No, xylophone rock, bro.
I can't even reproduce that with my mouth.
It would be a political rock. Would that be like rock that's all like fart noises? 'Cause it's all just
It's just donkey and elephant noises.
It's just donkey and
Hot
elephant,
wind
or just
panties.
the music video is just cows just taking massive shits because it's all bullshit.
Methane rock.
Methane.
Yeah, and I hate to break it to you guys, but no matter who wins, it doesn't matter. Your life's not going to get any better from the government.
We really took a turn from our last episode. Like,
Damn.
hey,
No, I'm saying you make your own positivity. Like people get so bent out of shape about politics. It's like, really look at your whole life. Like Republican, Democrat, whatever. Do any of them really make your life better? No, not really. They all make your life worse.
They promise.
Yeah. They
true.
make promises. They're all full of shit.
It's like it's like buttholes.
Don't get too involved in politics. I mean, I don't know about going and
shit.
voting, but I put more stock in local elections than anything else.
Yeah, well, because it's
Local elections affect you on the
Absolutely.
local
Yeah.
level. On the
And you know what?
Chew
If
on
you
the
don't like
local
the
level.
system, then just go be a part of it. Go run for city council.
Yeah.
be the change you want
Be
to
the
see in the
change.
world.
Or be like me and JB and maybe Steve and just accept the fact that the government's evil and we should try to get them out of our lives. By the way, IRS, I'm still waiting for that letter.
No fly list.
No fly list. Yes. Tim is
I'm
no
getting on
longer,
a plane tomorrow too. Thanks,
Tim
guys.
is no longer allowed to fly.
Luckily,
JB, this won't air until after you've flown.
Yeah, but they're listening.
They are listening.
They've already tuned us out. We're not that interesting.
we're
The Alexa in the corner has been
and
recorded
like
this
the
fly
entire
in the
time.
the
ointment.
best thing, and it's kind of like, I don't know if the government or the Illuminati or the Freemasons, if they planned this or if this just was a happy accident, but anybody who talks about stuff that tends to end up being real, like nobody believes them at the time because you sound like a crazy person.
Well, you just die, and then people realize you were right 20 years
Well,
later.
No, what I'm saying, like you take like, Alex Jones, Glenn Beck, like a lot of stuff they say ends up becoming true, but nobody believed them when they first said it
No, I
because
know.
they sound like crazy people.
Yeah.
Like you're running around the town square wearing a tinfoil fucking hat and nobody believes you, but then guess what? 3 months down the road, shit, that guy was right.
You're like Ace Ventura in the insane asylum.
Yeah, I mean, like JB's
a button hook pass
JB
You're recalling
segued or
movies and random
JB
lines
dipped
is
his toes in the
impressive.
deep end of the conspiracy theory pool a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I didn't really take JB seriously for the most part for a long time. And then finally I started paying attention. And I was like, no way, dude. This
Tim
shit's
got
all
woke.
real. Fuck.
Tim got woke.
I got woke.
Yeah.
And now I'm woke. And then I registered as a libertarian.
I'm broke.
Like, libertarian sounds like you don't eat libs.
I know.
Libs.
I'm a libertarian.
Mad libertarian.
Maybe you do eat libs.
Mad
Well, if
libs,
a pescatarian eats fish, then a vegetarian, so you do eat libs.
You do eat libs. What are libs?
Mad
Sure,
libs.
Mad libs.
You put an adverb and a noun.
I'm a libertarian.
Next time someone asks me like if somebody, like there's food in front of you, I'm sorry, I can't eat that. I'm a libertarian. And just see if they pick up on it.
That'd be like, that seems like something Jimmy Kimmel would do.
The funny thing is though, when I was a registered Republican when Obama got into office, and I got audited 3 years in a row, and then I changed my affiliation to libertarian, and I no longer got audited.
Well, I want to let you know, Tim, April 15th has not come across as of yet.
Oh, well, this year I'm probably getting audited.
Yeah,
whatever.
So I would probably ixnay on the auditor.
No, all I'm saying is, well, it doesn't matter because I mean, I think it's funny, and I don't know that it was probably a coincidence, but I just think it's funny. Like, do people of the opposite party that's in power tend to get audited more than people who are in the same party?
I don't know. Honestly, I
think about it, Steve.
You're pointing to your head. You're hitting it multiple times.
Pay attention.
And
you know what? Always follow the money. It'll show you the way.
I guess I don't even put too much thought into that stuff because honestly, I don't think I
don't
make
need
that
to.
much. I don't think I'm like a fly on the wall in the whole world of money making and everything else.
Well, no, I'm just talking about government conspiracy theories. But I think you're even more right. I mean, the whole I'm kind of being a conspiracy theorist asshole right now, but I think that at the end of the day, it's not going to affect the government's not going to have a huge effect on your life. So like, don't let it ruin your life if the wrong party wins or the right party.
Yeah.
Just pay attention to other things. Focus on yourself.
Just be educated.
Look, I don't have any kids. I don't have very much to like offer back. When
Obama got elected, there was people running for the hills, screaming and crying. The world's gonna end. When Trump got elected, the same fucking thing happened with a different group of people. And guess what? We're all still here. Not a whole lot has changed.
This is like.
And people put so much of their stock and energy into politics. Like, if you put half of that energy into doing service, if nothing else, go work in a soup kitchen or walk dogs at the Humane Society. If everyone that cares so much about politics put half of that effort into something that actually benefited themselves or other people, this world would be such a better place.
Yeah.
Okay. Which brings me to my next topic. I was born and raised Catholic, right?
Okay.
So. And I think this isn't a Catholic thing. This is a Christian thing. But the whole like giving up something for Lent, I don't understand it.
I don't think I've ever done it.
I think I might have, but all these people talk about, like, I can't eat chocolate because I gave it up for Lent. What the? How does that help anybody?
You gave up Lent?
Shut up.
He tossed it out.
So no, all I'm saying is like okay. So I think the premise behind it is, and I'm gonna go religious for a second, but like Jesus, whatever, he walked through the desert and fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. I don't think he fasted to complain to people. Like, I mean, believe in Jesus or not, it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, if you just believe in the guy that Jesus was, whether you think he was the Messiah or not, it doesn't matter. But if his whole life's work was just to help other people and make their lives better. I don't think he was like fasting trying to make a point, or maybe he was, or maybe it was to find some struggle. But you giving up chocolate is not a struggle. You giving up whatever is not a struggle.
No,
you're not eating meat on
struggle.
Fridays. That's not a struggle. It's bullshit. And then all these people want to complain about it and think that they're so great because of it. Sorry, I'm being very mean right now.
Wow, yeah.
But
vent though, Tim. Vent.
Hold on. What? And no, so I was in church the other day and they're talking about fasting. I was like, "Fuck, fasting's bullshit."
Is Lent right now? It's
right now. Oh. So it's the 40 days leading up to Easter. Anyways, it's a very common Christian practice to give up something for Lent, and I think that's showing solidarity with Jesus and whatever. But dude, why doesn't the church encourage people to, I don't know, go volunteer, do something nice, even if it's one random act of kindness a week or a day?
Yeah.
Like, that would make the world a better place than you bitching about giving up chocolate, right? So see, I had a positive end to this.
Because I don't give a shit about people giving up chocolate.
Neither do I. Neither does anybody.
Neither does Jesus.
Because guess what? There's a ton of people around the world that don't fucking have chocolate.
What is
so
chocolate?
You're complaining about first world problems. Congratulations. You're an a-hole.
I'm driving my 1967 sweet Porsche Spider.
Right. Yeah.
Get out of here.
I'm giving up porn. No, but just like people.
I'm giving up buying Gucci
what does that
bags
accomplish?
for
And
40
you're supposed to
days.
accomplish some sort of, you understand struggle or sacrifice, but go help people that are really struggling. Or, if fucking bake something once a week and go give it to the homeless people down the street.
Yeah, the old lady.
Do that for 40 days.
Next door.
Yeah, the old ladies next door, or the person in your complex or on your block whose husband died recently or something. Go do something nice for or even like we were talking about in the last episode. Go walk around in public and try to make other people's days better.
For 40 days. Do that for 40 days.
And then you know what? I bet you if you do it for 40 days, you'll kind of like it and maybe you'll keep doing it.
You'll just keep doing it.
Yeah.
I think you'll just
It's
continue
powerful.
for 100.
So see, JB, my rant kind of had an upturn at the end.
No, it did. I was giving you a hard time.
I vented about a problem, but then I offered a solution.
Oh.
And that's what we do here at Project Reclamation. We try to come up with solutions.
We come up to solutions for our
There's
own
plenty
problems.
of struggles. We don't need to manufacture anymore.
No, not really. Not at all. I got lots of struggles.
Well,
But that don't matter because my life is pretty good. I can't
I got
complain.
99 problems and struggles are a lot of them.
probably a lot of them.
I don't listen to hip hop. I don't know why I brought that up. Jay-Z, I'm sorry, dude.
Who's Jay-Z?
He's
Listen to him
he's
for
farther
40
down
days.
the J line than I am.
Oh, JB,
JB,
JD, JC,
Yeah.
JX,
Yeah, JY.
JY, JZ.
Not to be confused with KY. That's a whole different
Wow.
number lettering.
Yes.
Row.
So
We have
our
derailed.
sponsor for today is KY Warming Liquid.
Just three guys talking about KY.
Oh God.
What's up with you?
Jesus.
We have problems.
We do.
So if you think that there's nobody else out there with problems, clearly we have some. So
yeah.
welcome to the club, guys and gals.
And
We're
we
here
like
to help.
talk a bunch of crap
Yeah, you know.
and then make some
Oh,
fun.
I think so far this episode, I have alienated the government and religion and, well, maybe not all religion, just Christianity.
Wait, no religion too?
And you've also alienated Astroglide.
No,
yeah.
it was KY.
Well, you know what?
he did alienate Astroglide
Yeah,
because he was
alienated.
talking like
KY didn't actually sponsor us, so that spot's still open. And you know what, KY, I'm just going to call you KX because you don't deserve to have your real name on our podcast. Wow.
Wasn't
So-
KX the name of that movie with Kevin Spacey or Kevin? Yes.
KX.
K-Pax.
K-Pax.
His name was Prote.
Wow, you have like some of the most randomest knowledge of like
KY
lines,
Ultra?
movies. I'm pretty impressed.
KY
That
Ultra
was,
was,
a decent movie.
KY Ultra was
Was
the
it? I don't
conspiracy
remember what it was.
having to do with lubricants and the government. They experimented on people with different kinds of lubricants.
Slippery. I'll
That
insert
is-
that
that's a
noise
slippery
I just made
slope,
with my
JB.
cheek on the after that.
That
after
is a
this.
slippery slope.
Yeah.
Well,
I think so. So Brett and I were talking about the other day. I said I used the term "take the bull by the horns" in one of my YouTube videos. He's like, "Don't you think you should use a different term? Isn't that kind of?" I was like, "You're right." So we were trying to come up with a new term.
what was he thinking that it was? It was too.
It's just been overdone. It's like saying at the
Oh,
end of the
okay.
day, which I do say, and I hate myself for saying it, but it just slips out sometimes. But so we were thinking of some different ones. So maybe you guys can help me with this. My favorite one,
Take
but
the
I don't
turtle
think
by
it
the
ever-
shell.
That's not. I think we might. Yeah, that's not a bad one. The shark by the fin. It's kind of stupid. My favorite one that I came up with, but it would never catch on, is take the tiger by its stripes.
How are you? You're supposed to. Well, I
No,
do-
exactly.
you're grabbing.
Or rub,
Exactly.
rub the tiger on his stripes.
Take the.
If he hollers, let him go.
My mom says that. This is so
Take the panda by the
This
express.
is the dumbest episode we've ever
We're just
recorded.
talking. We're literally just zip zap zopping here. Take the.
I can't get this.
Something by the
Fucking,
chopsticks.
I can't get this
I don't
fucking
know.
Rob Zombie song out of my head.
Which one? Dragula?
No, feel so something, feel so numb. I don't even know what the word is.
What you have it in your head, but you don't know what it is.
That's the worst part.
I have this melody, but I don't know the lyrics. That's what hell is.
Probably
Yeah. So you're
that
just like,
or being stuck behind a bus in traffic that stops every bus stop. That's hell.
Yeah.
That is my personal hell right
Yeah. That's bad.
there. Uh-huh.
Or like having to take a fat dump and not having a bathroom.
Or like you have a bunch of popsicles but no freezer.
Whoa. Mind blown. I have a freezer-less popsicle problem.
You just have sugar juice. You have
Sugar
water.
juice. That
Sugar
sounds like a
water.
band name. Sugar juice.
Damn.
I'm sugar juice.
Cross
Sugar bears? Were those a thing?
Sugar juice.
Yeah, sugar bell cereal.
Jax ate a bunch of honey grams the other day.
Is he like super stoned?
No.
He's like,
One of our-
your
one of our
dog is
neighbors-
laying on his back
One of our
with a bunch
neighbors,
of
I
honey
think one of our
grams and some
neighbors'
Mountain
kids
Dew.
had honey grams. And they had dropped a bunch. Like it was like a Hansel and Gretel fucking trail of breadcrumbs from the elevator to their place. So Jack's like, he's like, ooh, a teddy gram. Ooh, a teddy gram. Ooh,
Oh,
a teddy
look,
gram.
piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Piece of candy. Yeah, so he's just running around eating all these teddy grams. And I was like, where did you get the teddy? Oh, okay.
There's nowhere.
Jax is my dog, for those of you who don't know. He threw up under the table while I was filming my last YouTube video. Pretty much.
And then he ate it.
He tried to. JB's camera is beeping at him. So JB got this new sweet camera. He dropped a lot of money on it. How does it go? You're supposed to spend 3 months' salary on a camera?
Yep.
And like half a month's salary on an engagement ring?
Yeah. I think we got that backwards.
I think you're right. So JB and I, we have our YouTube channel started, or by the time this airs, JB will have had his started. But Steve, we're trying to think of one for Steve.
I don't need one.
So we would
seriously think you should do the around the world
80 hats. That was a world 80 hats. That was our idea because
Steve loves new era hats.
Steve has this fucking hat collection that is
doesn't necessarily have to be a fucking
amazing.
Collection, but it is a collection.
It is a collection.
Right.
I mean, what do you say? What do you have 100 hats? Maybe more.
Maybe more.
You got more than
Steve
that.
No, but like there are real collectors out there. I just honestly collect
but
hats
see,
wherever
but
I
here's
go.
But Steve, I think most of your hats have a story.
Oh, every single hat has a
Because
story.
you get a
Hats have
hat-
sweat in them.
Wow.
You get a
man,
hat
this is
every
great.
time you go somewhere. You get a hat.
Yeah,
Every
here's the
time
hardest
a
part,
bell
though.
We went to
rings, Steven
Seattle.
gets a
I
hat.
had a work trip to
First
Seattle.
thing we had to
and
do when we got off the airport.
Steve came to Seattle with
Find
me
that
on
local
a work
Lids.
trip because he had never been there, and it
I'm
was
a
like,
Lids local- I'm a
I
Lids
was like,
local
well, dude,
member.
if you can entertain yourself from like 8 to 5 or whatever it is, then yeah, dude, let's
entertain
make it a
myself,
trip.
all right.
So we went to Seattle, and the first thing Steve wants to do when we get off the plane is go to a Lids because Steve is a member of Lids.
Anyone that
Lids,
knows
by the
me.
way, if you want to sponsor Steve or the podcast, we
We
do
all
have that spot
have
open.
the head size of 7 3/4.
Actually, that is amazing enough. We do all have the head size of 7
You know why?
3/4.
Because we're a tripod, and we're actually the legs of the tripod, so our heads
We're
kind
actually
of
the
hit the
little rubber
ground.
stops.
Although here's
Yeah.
a funny
Yeah.
thing, like JB and I have large bodies and large heads, and I feel like we both look proportional.
Steve, you
Steve
just
has a
have a
much
huge
smaller
head.
body, but a huge head, but yet he also looks proportional.
You know what? It honestly, it's just like it's an Asian person thing. Like Asian people have just large head. That's just it. Like
For all of you who are wondering, Steve is Asian.
And Chinese.
So he is talking about Asian people. JB and I are going to
Straight up Chinese.
recuse ourselves from this part of the discussion.
Notice how I haven't
Because
for
said
legal
anything.
purposes, we
JB
will
is
not make any
very
representations.
afraid of being labeled a racist because he's from Tennessee.
It's
What does that have to do with anything? I just
I don't
don't
know.
like to be racist.
Because you're
JB
from the
does not
South.
like to be
racist.
So people might just assume you're racist.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
But he's not really from the South.
It is
He's from Santa Barbara,
2018.
California.
We're
I
all
am from
from Santa Barbara.
California. I'm transplant.
there are no more racist people.
We are all
I'm-
members of the human race.
Transplant. That's kind of funny. That's like a transsexual plant.
Yeah.
JB's a transsexual plant. He is a what the fuck?
Yep. We're gonna cut this one real short.
Real short.
I think
Real
we should
short.
air this one. This one's awesome.
Yeah.
I think we lost lids. Yep, lids. I think we just lost lids.
We lost lids.
Hey, you know what? People who like this kind of stuff also wear hats. Lids.
Hey, Hat Club, you're still out there? Hat Club's still out there?
Hat Club for men.
Hat Club for men.
Oh. All right.
Oh.
All right. that's it.
Propecia.
Primary Roast Minister of Appropriation. Zoolander. Wow, I'm just breaking out the movie
Yeah, we
clips.
just lost Hat Club as well. We just lost Hat Club as well. All right, they're both gone.
I saw the movie Black Panther last night.
Was it good?
I liked it. Yeah, it was
How was
really
it?
good. I think everyone overhyped it for some reason.
Yeah.
But I don't listen to anybody when it comes to movie hype, so I really enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
thought it was a great movie. The casting was good, the story was good. It's not
Michael B. Jordan.
he was really good, dude.
Yeah, well, he was also part of the Friday Night family.
Dude,
That's
Friday Night Lights.
the Friday
fucking
Night
best
Lights
show ever.
like family tree.
Yeah.
I like Friday Night Lights up until like the 4th season.
No, you gotta walk. You gotta.
well, no,
get past
but
that
see,
fourth
it kind of had a
season.
lull and then it got better. When
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan came in, it got better.
Really?
Yeah.
I like him.
Just
I've
keep
always liked
watching
him.
it. You're gonna like it a lot.
He's jacked now. I think he might have got
Well, he
jacked
got
for
jacked
Creed.
Creed.
Yeah,
You know, they
but I
come
think
out
he's
Creed
even.
too.
I think he's even more jacked in this movie than he was in Creed.
Oh, probably. Or it's
Well,
like
that's a
Apex
completely
on it.
stupid thing for me to say because I've never seen the movie Creed. But
Creed's
hey,
actually a really good movie. You guys
All right.
gotta go watch it.
he plays Apollo Creed's son, right?
Yeah,
Or was it? Is it his son?
it could be the guy from The Office's son though. Creed, like Creed.
Oh,
died,
yeah, you're
It
right.
could be that guy.
He was the best character, by the way.
I don't know.
So yeah, so in the movie, acting was really good. Everything was really good. There was one fight scene that I thought was a little like overly CGI, and it just kind of looked to me like something that someone did in After Effects.
Yeah.
But But no, I thought the movie was really good. The scene stealer of the entire movie was the girl that plays his sister. She was awesome,
Really?
and she's not even a main character.
Should be like,
She's just funny.
oh,
Like
okay.
her timing is good. I mean, obviously the writing was good, but she just talks shit and it's funny.
I like people who talk shit.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Black Panther, awesome movie.
Cool
I'll have to
people.
go check it out.
Yeah, it was a good movie, And like I said, it's one of the Marvel characters. I think most people probably aren't that familiar with. I wasn't.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I mean, I think
I'm not a big comic book guy.
No, but I
anyways,
mean, like, I think everybody knew who the Hulk was. I think a lot of people probably knew who Iron Man was. Obviously, I think Spider-Man, just because they've done that movie and failed so many times.
Yeah, they always keep remaking.
yeah, Spider-Man.
Deadpool. I think you have some really, really rabid fan base, but I think a lot of people didn't even know who Deadpool was before that movie came out.
I think Deadpool is really accessible because of the humor in it, and it's hilarious.
Well, and that's
Ryan Reynolds is a
that is
fantastic
the
actor,
comic
yeah.
book. I mean,
It's funny. I don't know. Like I said,
no, it's he's funny, and I think they call it the fourth wall.
yeah. The
So
fourth wall is
it's
when
one
you're
of the
looking at
only
camera.
it's one of the only comic books where the character breaks the fourth wall, which means he talks to the audience.
Gotcha.
And no, he's called the Merc with a Mouth because he's a mercenary that just talks shit and he's funny.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. I mean, there is a
Tim goes to Comic-Con every year, so
I like
he's,
Comic-Con.
no, I would love.
I'm
to
sort
go.
of so I'm kind of like I've always like the Punisher was always my favorite, and I think that's just because he's just angry and he has no superpowers. He just has guns and he kills people. I think I can't stand that the superheroes with fucking no kill codes. I think it's just such a cop out. Like just kill people because they all kill people eventually. But whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, then I started going to Comic-Con, and then comics became more mainstream, and I don't know. A lot of my friends are comic nerds, so I've gotten more into it. But where was I going with this whole thing? I don't really remember.
Where have
you were
been going
talking
for
about
the
the fourth
last
wall, and
20 minutes?
So Deadpool. So I actually did like Deadpool before the movie came out, but I think Ryan Reynolds is a huge fan of the comic, and him and a core group of people really wanted it to be done right.
and they did it right.
But it took
as
them
far as I
10 years
know.
to make that movie.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I mean, they funded it with very low budget. But they did it right, and that was what they wanted. Because I think originally the studio wanted they didn't want to release a rated R movie because it's. But you can't have Deadpool. Like Deadpool is just he's a vile.
Well, he carries katanas and cuts people's hands and stuff off. Like, doesn't he have
yeah.
swords?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
towards guns. I mean, he uses anything. He's a
but doesn't
mercenary.
that like
He just kills people?
I know you're killing people. Doesn't that have to be rated R?
No, I think if you keep the gore factor down, you can still.
So if you don't,
Because I mean, if
show
you watch the
blood
X-Men
splatter on
movies,
the
they're
wall.
killing people, but they don't
Yeah,
really
that's
like
true.
focus on it.
Well, but they're killing.
I mean, if you like
Yeah,
Iron
killing
Man,
guy.
pretty much all of the Marvel movies, like I don't think really any of them have a no kill code except for maybe Captain America. I don't even know about him though. I don't think so.
Captain America.
But just it's more the humor. I mean, Deadpool's a really adult comic. I mean,
Yeah.
it's got a lot of filthy humor and sex and killing and but yeah, I don't think that's one of these. They have a fan base that is very rabid. So that's the other thing. Like Ryan Reynolds, they had to make the movie right, otherwise they would have been crucified by the fan base. But I think that's a comic that probably a lot of people were introduced through the movie.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Same with Ant-Man. Like I didn't even know who Ant-Man was before that movie. I think I knew who Thor was. I was never interested in him, but I think they've done. I think Ragnarok was one of my favorite fucking Marvel movies I've ever seen.
Really? Oh, you said
was-
Fraggle Rock.
It was freaking hilarious, dude.
Thor, Fraggle
It
Rock.
was just hilarious. And apparently I was reading about it. Apparently they ad-libbed half that movie.
Really?
Yeah, I guess they were. I mean, I'm sure they had a goal for each scene or a guideline or a script originally, but I guess they veered off. And I guess their agreement was, okay, we do one by the script and then we do one not by the script. So like every
That's
other
cool.
scene apparently is basically ad-libbed, which I thought was
Good
pretty
directing.
cool. Yeah. Well, I mean, when you
What's that say
have
about the writers?
you have people. Well, yeah, but I mean, I think you have like. They've all played these characters for multiple movies, so
Yeah.
like they kind of have their groove. They've worked with each other, you know, like Ruffalo and
Stella got her groove
and
back.
what's his name, Hemsworth, and them. They've all worked together for a few movies now.
There's
so-
chemistry there.
Yeah, so they got chemistry, and they're. I mean, I don't know. I think Hemsworth as Thor is hilarious. I think he's hilarious in that role. Like that first movie cracked me up. Like when he first drinks coffee at the diner and he's like, "This was fantastic. I have another," and he throws the mug
I'm
on
having
the
this
floor.
conversation. The only movie I've seen is I don't even remember. I don't think I've seen any of them.
I guess I have a lot of time on my hands to
I've
watch
just been,
movies.
I've just been. That's right. That's it.
What was the last movie you saw?
Suburbicon on the plane out here.
What's that?
What a fucking weird
with
movie.
Matt Damon and
Yeah, Matt Damon
they should
and
shrunk it.
Julianne Moore, who plays her sister or plays her own.
Is that the one where they downsize?
No.
Oh,
This
that's
is
what I
where
was
it's like 50s America, and it starts with there's a black couple that moves in next door to these people, and then Matt Damon. It's kind of hard to talk about it without giving it away, but.
Saying he was really dead the whole
Matt
time?
Damon's
No
wife
way.
dies, and they go through this whole thing. It's just it doesn't make a ton of sense to me.
It sounds if you were trying to sell me this movie, I would have returned it already.
What was the last movie you saw that you enjoyed?
Oh,
Oh,
that's actually a really good. Game.
Zootopia.
Not a cartoon.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one. I like
pretty good.
Secret Life of Pets though.
yeah.
I thought Sing was pretty good.
Sing was good. Yeah.
I do love Tori Kelly.
Was she the elephant?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she played the elephant. I think she was on like one of those talent shows, and I don't think she made it.
Really?
But she's kind of YouTube famous. I think
Oh, okay.
she's got a phenomenal voice.
Yeah. The
And she's
singing in
super
that
cute.
was.
Tori, if you want to come on our show, you're more than welcome. I've been a fan for a long time. But yeah, she seems cool. I think she's done a lot of crossover stuff with Pentatonics.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's done some stuff with
I
them.
have friends that work.
I
with
think her
Pentatonics.
and the two dudes that have like a YouTube channel, the main guy
Oh,
and the other dude, the kind of
in Pentatonics.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever. Two of them have a YouTube channel.
This episode's called I don't know.
They're
Yeah,
funny.
I don't know.
But yeah, anyway, so she's look her up. She's got a phenomenal voice.
Sweet.
Happy to see her.
Let's
with
probably
a-
wrap this up.
A
I gotta
legitimate
get going.
role. JB's got to go. He's got a show. Steve and I have to hit the road. Go back to Dago. Yeah, that was me
Diego.
rhyming.
Yo,
Um,
Tim's dropping the mad rhyming
Wow.
We're
skills.
gonna
Dago.
freestyle.
I'm just throwing out Italian
Racial
racial
ter- yeah.
slurs. Yeah.
And he
Hey,
meant Diego.
I'm almost half Italian, so I guess I'm allowed to do that.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.